This is going to be awesome. You are about to hear from one of our most powerful trainers. He has spent a lot of time, not just, training in Neora, but he's gone through many different, courses and working with John Maxwell or different people to really be an amazing speaker. And then after he's done, we're going to have prizes for 500 in trip volume, multiple of those, one of the full hair care packs, so you don't want to miss that. Plus, we have an extra special surprise at the very end that you are not going to want to miss. So please welcome to the call one of my favorite trainers who's going to get you literally where you cannot stay seated. Welcome to the call, Platinum National Marketing Director, Puya!
Well, I definitely appreciate that, Amber, and hello to our entire Neora family. What an amazing 2 days this has been, and I definitely appreciate that kind introduction. It's absolutely an honor anytime that I get a chance, and really I feel humbled when I get a chance to be on a Zoom along the lines of so many incredible people. And if you would all join me in getting into this chat box and just thanking the entire corporate leadership team for what they continue to do each and every single day for us. And if you guys think about it, they want us to win. Who goes out there and launches an incentive trip and on the very first month of the incentive trip says, hey, by the way, double trip volume. They want to pay us more in commissions. And, I've been raised to believe that everything in life is a present, and this and every aspect of this opportunity, you guys, is a present. Do not take advantage of it. Now, as Amber had mentioned, we're at the tail stretch of this, right? We're at the tail end of it. So if you need to pat your legs down, if you need to shake your joints and your body out, do it, okay? Take advantage of it because the reality is when your energy decreases, so does your mind. And that's not where we want to go, especially after you've collected all this information. Now, at this point, you've learned, in my opinion, everything that you need in order for you to go out there and march forward and to do the how-tos in building your Neora business. They have laid out the simple steps and have shared really the best practices from all the top performing people in the field and have shared it with all of us. And I love the simplicity behind it because I've always learned that complexity is the enemy of execution. And all I'm going to tell you to each and every single person that's on the Zoom here today or that's going to be catching the replay is that Facebook parties work. I'm going to repeat it again. Facebook parties work. If you haven't seen the training, go and check it out. It's in the back office. There's tons of resources on how you can sharpen your axe on that. But the perks behind Facebook is you get an invite on the Facebook platform. You get to expose on the Facebook platform. And guess what? You get to follow up on the Facebook platform. And people are literally doubling their business in less than 30 to 60 days. Why? Because they have just made the decision to just do it. Now, my favorite to all of you is during the course of me, us talking with each other, if you hear me say just do it, I want you to put in the chat box, just do it, okay? And, when you look at the footprint, right? Jeff Olson was talking about this yesterday. When you look at our footprint, it is maybe even bigger today than it was 45 days ago. And he gives the most perfect example talking about Zoom. 45 days ago, a very, very small percentage of the world's population even knew what Zoom was, let alone how to get on it. Now, over 300 million people, and that number continues to multiply. You guys, if Zoom was a country, it would be the 4th largest country in the world right behind the United States. So understand the footprint on how we go out there and build our business has just expedited. The CEO of Shopify said where the industry of e-commerce and online sales was expected to be by 2030 was just moved forward to 2020 because of this pandemic. So what I want to do is provide all of you with some philosophies for you really to keep in your arsenal because we're all excited. We're all fired up. We're all confident that we're going to go out there and kick butt and accomplish this Puerto Vallarta trip. But what I want to do is give you some feedback, some tools, some philosophies that you can keep in your tool belt just in case, or I should say inevitably when you're going to need it. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to close your mind or eyes for a second. And I want you to fast forward to August 2020. And I want you to ask yourself, am I now qualified for this Puerto Vallarta trip? And if you're one of those people that have made the decision and you're like, you know what, I'm going to be qualified by August 2020, put in the chat box below, August. I want to to see who are all the people that are committed to being in Puerto Vallarta and are going to qualify by August. Now, for those of you that aren't in the August Club, keep your eyes closed. I want you to fast forward to the month of September 2020. And I want you to ask yourself, have I qualified for Puerto Vallarta? And if you're one of those people that are going to qualify for Puerto Vallarta and reserve your spot on the beach in the sand in PV, what I want you to do is put in the chat box below September, so we know who are all the people that are committed to qualifying for this trip by September. Now, I want you to close your eyes. If that's not you, if you're not August, you're not September, close your eyes. And I want you to fast forward to now October 2020. And are you officially qualified, and have you marked your spot in the sand in Puerto Vallarta? And if you're one of those people that are going to mark your spot and you're going to be qualified by October, put in the chat box below October, so we can celebrate everybody that over the last 3 months of this trip are going to make that qualification happen. Now, did you not see yourself qualifying for this trip? Are you one of those few people, and I'm hoping this is a small percentage of you, right? Are you one of those few people that do not see yourself qualifying for this trip? How can we flip that script right now? Change your story, you change your life. Change your story, you change your business. Everybody, including each of us that are on this call today, need a compelling future. And what more of a compelling future than celebrating with like-minded people on the beaches in Puerto Vallarta? We speak ourselves into existence. What if we went out there and spoke ourselves onto the beaches in PV? That's what I want you all to do. And what I need you to do is just trust me. Listen to the voice, read my lips. You can do this. And all I need is for you to have faith. All I need is for you to have faith in yourself. And this is something we're all born with. See, we're all born with faith naturally. We all get in a car, we drive down a road, and we have oncoming traffic coming the other way. And the only thing that keeps us doing what we're doing is the faith that that person's not going to veer onto the other side of the lane. We're all born with that faith in all other areas of our life. So make the decision today, if you haven't already, that you're going to be in Puerto Vallarta with the rest of us. Because all the leadership, all the people that you see in the videos, on the magazines, on the trainings, in Neora University, they're going to be there. Decisions shape your destiny. Decisions shape your future. The decision you made to show up today is going to impact your future. The decision you and I make today, leaving and what actions we take, is going to affect the future. The decision to stop being a victim and the decision to be a victor are things that are going to help benefit the future. And the truth is, you guys, it's not a straight line from here to Puerto Vallarta. It's not a straight line from here and where you want to go in anywhere in your life. Matter of fact, pilots are off course 85% of the time. And that's, in reality, how we live our lives. It's not a straight line. Go out to Mother Nature. Show me one single straight line that she's produced. Maybe your goal isn't this trip, but what I've personally learned is that progress is what equals happiness. It's not even the accomplishment of the goal itself. Yes, it feels great. Yes, you celebrate, you do the champagne cheers and everything. But when you hit a goal and you sit there eventually, you start asking yourself, is this all there is? There's people on the Zoom today that are making more money than they've ever made in their entire lifetime and are a little jaded. And are they asking themselves, is there all this is? We're not made just to achieve something. We are made to grow. We are made to expand. We are made to step outside our comfort zone. And an interesting quote I got one time is that, courageous warriors die one death, but a coward dies 1,000 deaths. As you go forward, understand there's going to be obstacles that are going to show up in your way. You're going to have obstacles of the mind. You're going to have obstacles of your surrounding environment. Why do I say that? Because the seasons of life for Mother Nature also are the same seasons of life in our business. And in those moments that you're going through a winter, in those moments when you're going through a fall, whatever this fall, then winter, okay? As I live in California, you guys, we got one season, all right? So in those moments, remember the pros more than the cons. Remember the pros more than the cons. And in those moments, also remember that easier isn't better. Because as a human, our natural instinct, our survival technique is to avoid pain. You have to push through it as if you were at the gym. The only way to build the muscles is to, tear down the muscles, to strengthen them, to push against the resistance to them. What if that same resistance had to show up in order for you to go out there and achieve your goals and your dreams? Who cares if it's hard? It is absolutely, totally worth you achieving your dreams. If it's worth achieving your dreams, can you say it's worth achieving my dreams, right? Or say, my dreams are worth it in the chat box? Understand that life pushes the buttons not when you're ready. It pushes the buttons when you're not ready so that you grow. And the reality is you want obstacles to be bigger. In life, we always value a great opponent. And the only thing that you need to be mindful of is comparison. Do not start comparing yourself to this person or to that person and, gosh, they got a great start out of the gate. It is not over until it is over. The only person you're competing with is yourself. We've got a lot of doctors and nurses and a lot of medical professionals that are on the Zoom here today. And, you probably know a lot about EEGs and EKGs a lot better than I do, but it's safe to assume it's up and it's down, and it's up and it's down, and it's up and it's down. And guess what? In life, it's up and it's down, and it's up and it's down. Why? Because if it were a straight line, you'd be dead. Write down this following equation. Challenge times resistance equals suffering. When you come across a challenge, as I know you will in your business over the course of the next couple months, as you resist it, understand that's when you begin to suffer. What you resist persists, and all problems need is your energy for it to continue to live on. And one of the things that I remember still struggling with in the very infancy of my business was limiting beliefs. And I'll tell you what, sometimes it just never goes away. Just don't feed it. When limiting beliefs come up, feed your love. When limiting beliefs come up, feed your confidence. When limiting beliefs come up, feed those parts of you that grow your future. And realize that problems are gifts. The only people without problems are the ones sitting or laying in cemeteries. And, and a problem that you may come out to, sold out products like we did with the hair care. Whatever is scarce is more valuable. There's a limited number of how many people can earn level 2, where all expenses paid trip. Whatever is scarce is more valuable. If you're committed to claiming one of those level 2 spots, put it in the chat box below, okay? But understand that, as you come across hurdles mentally, as you come across hurdles externally, that's a sign that's a problem. That's a sign of life. If video games taught us anything, it's that when you come across an enemy, when you come across something harder, you're going in the right direction. But understand, complaining doesn't change anybody. A few things that I want you to sit there and ponder with yourself, and I have to race through this, so I need you to ponder on it later. But do you focus more on what you have or on what is missing? Do you focus on what you have or what is missing? How can you sustain happiness in your life if you're always focusing on what's missing? I got some more questions for you. You focus more on what you can or what you cannot control. You focus on things of the past or the future, right? Because you can't change the reality of the past. The only thing you can do is change the perception of it. But if you're driving a car looking in the rear view mirror of like, oh, I didn't qualify for the last trip. Oh, this person, whatever, right? You can't drive forward successfully looking in that rear view mirror. Joy is in the present moment. That's what I love about everything that Deb shared. This was perfect to have us go one after another because, this feeds into it. I am an example, a living example of this company's mission statement being lived out in making people better. And these questions that I'm asking you, the questions that I'm wanting you to start pondering on, you may start realizing, wow, I'm on the wrong side of that scale. And the reality is awareness itself begins to break those patterns. So here's some healthier questions moving forward. What's great right now? Perhaps what's maybe prevented you in the past, and what's the bridge moving forward? What would an extraordinary business look like? What can I change right now? What does everyone want more than anything else, I believe, It's an extraordinary quality life. Not a mediocre one, not an okay one, but something magnificent. And you guys, this opportunity can provide you exactly that. Don't go out there looking for what's wrong. Expand your consciousness so that when obstacles or hurdles show up, you're not triggered by it, right? That's why we do the personal development. I've read like 3 books in a single week. Jeff Olson recommended this one. Got to know what we're doing with all the money we're making. Pitch Perfect alongside of, Kendra Hall's book is amazing. I'm in the middle of Principles by Ray Dalio. I'm like 200 pages in, and I started a few days ago. Amazing book. So, celebrate yourself along the journey. Celebrate the good things that you do that maybe you don't see the results for. It's so funny. Human beings have so many ways of doing things wrong, but only one way of doing something right. Don't take the highway to stress, and don't take the highway to stress and the dirt road to happiness. Everybody, and I see a lot of the names, right? I see the people that are inside of Team Neora. Most of us are absolutely amazing people, but we are just so darn hard on ourselves. What is one activity that you're going to do leaving this Zoom that's going to move you one major step towards qualifying for Puerto Vallarta? Put it in the chat box. What's one major high payoff activity you're going to do to qualify for PV? A big hint I'm going to give you is a Facebook party. Another big hint I'm going to give you is a Zoom party. The reality is all you need to do is just do it. But to just do it, you can read a book about swimming, or you can go out there and swim and learn. Knowledge equals potential power. We gave you all the knowledge you need on how to go out there and have the most explosive May that you could ever have fathomed. But it's when you apply it that makes a difference. It's not until you decide to just do it. And if you're in your head, realize you're dead. When you're in your heart and you start realizing, why am I doing this in the first place? Why did I get started? Why am I going after this trip? Who am I becoming as a result of doing this? And guess what? You get what you are looking for. Seek and you shall find. And the thing that I go throughout every single day, telling myself, whether it's in an incantation, an affirmation, you can say it in a prayer, you can say it in whatever form that fits you best, is life is always happening for me, not to me. Life is always happening for me, not to me. And here's what I want to do is I want to scare the entire corporate events team starting right now. I want every single one of you that if you're committed to being in Puerto Vallarta with us, I want you to say, get us more space in the chat box. So that way, we got thousands. We've got thousands of people, thousands upon thousands of people that are zoomed into this Zoom right now. If we all collectively went out there and qualified for this trip, guess what? They would need to get more space. Imagine if we all ran the entire month of May the same way we did the last 7 days of April, the last 3 days of April, the last 24 explosive hours of April. Let's put a real meaning to what momentum May really means. And I want to quickly share something, if I may. So, with thanks. This image showed up, and I felt like it was so perfectly relevant. Okay, you've got 2 walls, and you've got 2 roads that you can go down. One is just do nothing. 2 is you telling yourself it is impossible. Okay. And if you tell me, and both of those can correlate. The thing you can do leaving here is you can shift your mindset and you can realize that if you charge forward and you have a little bit of faith, that just do it, nothing is impossible. And with that, I look forward to celebrating all of your guys' success and being on the beaches with you in Puerto Vallarta. See you on Neora University this upcoming Monday night. And with that, Amber, I'm going to pass it back over to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Puya. All right, guys, so we're going to do some final